Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to OverTake. I've been chasing automotive experiences and adventures for many, many years. Be it the Nordschleife, be it track days. As a sim racer, I think it can add so much to your sim racing hobby as well. Knowing these tracks, getting to drive also the real cars. And today we are in beautiful Italy here in Milano. And you can already tell, of course, it's the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. And we are going to have a crazy good day.
Just power. Let's go.
My life.
When Porsche invites you to a track day experience where you can drive the 911 GT3 RS, the Cayman GT4 RS and the Taycan at the famous Temple of Speed, you don't hesitate. It was a great opportunity to take part in this special gaming and create a track day. There were also some really cool surprises later on. Monza is of course a legendary track with a lot of history, and Formula 1 will be visiting in a few days. It is also a popular venue for sim racing, as virtually every racing series has held an event there at some point, and the layout is easy to memorize. I immediately noticed how faithfully and in detail current racing titles reproduce the track. The view down the start-finish straight to the foothills of the Alps, the buildings, the width of the track, the feeling when braking and turning into the Lesmos or Variante Ascari is immediately there if you have recently driven a few races in the Ultimate, for example. However, we had to wait a little for the track experience as our group was scheduled for the Taycan Turbo GT drag race at the start of the day. You have to wake up first after all, right? Accelerating from a standstill to 100 kph in 2.2 seconds with over 1000 electric horsepower was a completely new experience for me. It was technically impressive. This is not a 10-second car for the quarter mile, it's even below 9.5. But you should see it for yourself.
Oh, look at this carbon. Wow.
See you at warp 10.
Engaged and enjoy your flight.
Warp 10.
Yeah. That was quick.
Warp 10. Engaged. So finally driving a GT3 RS makes me a approved YouTuber. Just kidding aside, this is a brutal machine. The Porsche Flat 6, beautiful sound. 4-liter, 525 horsepower, crazy aero concept. So everything you see here on the car, be it these vents, putting the airflow on the roof, and then on the roof having these rails kind of flattening down the airflow, directing it towards the rear wing. They have a whole fleet here of them. I was surprised to see so many. And this is the car the whole car world pretty much talked about. And this is probably also the closest we can get today for an experience that kind of mimics what a GT3 race car could be like in a sense of performance and steering input. So I'm really stoked to see how it compares to the actual sim racing experience then here at Monza. Incredible shifting speeds. This car has so much grunt. Oh, beautiful sound. Does it do something else? Oh yeah, I can see it. Oh yeah, it's now. Look, it's open. Yes, this car and flat 6 engine are a dream come true for any car enthusiast.
But aside from the fact that no headphones or sound system can come close to reproducing the GT3 RS's sound, how close does gaming or sim racing come to the real experience? The first thing I noticed was how easy it was to drive, so the drivability of the car was really good. I often feel that driving a real car is much easier than some sim experiences. In the GT3 RS with the Cup 2R tires, it was hard to get it wrong on the hot tarmac at Monza. None of the corners required such a tight steering angle that you couldn't accelerate fully out of the corner at any time. The car was firmly planted and could only be made to break traction if you went into corners too fast. Afterwards, I recreated the red Porsche from our Track Experience in Gran Turismo 7 and drove it in VR at Monza, maybe the closest that you can get right now to relive this experience. And the inputs, steering angle and sense of speed you experience there come pretty close to the real thing. A major thing missing here is the G-forces, of course. Incidentally, I also think that the car interior in GT7 VR are only about 80% of the size of the actual thing. Do you feel the same way? We interrupt this program to bring you something to delight your ears. Porsche had another surprise in store at Monza in the form of the 911 RSR.
And that's the car I am most passionate about personally. That's the 718 Cayman GT4 RS. Believe it or not, this nimble and also light car has also 500 horsepower. They lose a little bit because of how the exhaust is kind of flowing around here for this engine configuration, but as you know, the 911 has a rear engine, and for the 718 it's kind of here above, but this is a special place in my heart because of the intake. I was once passenger in this car, and that's crazy because the intake is right here in the quarter rear window, but it's not a window, it's the intake. So the air for the engine flows in here. That means like inside, when you have your ears there as a passenger, so Brandon will experience that today. For daily driving, way too loud, and it can get annoying, so just bring earplugs, yeah, the Project Motor Racing motto kinda. And I just can't wait to get this on the Monza circuit. Yeah, this also has the party trick of the two pedals. Just pull the two pedals, it goes into neutral. Oh, it's good. The GT4 RS actually turned out to be my personal highlight of the track experience. The car feels much more active to drive and less like a race car than the GT3 RS, which made me feel more involved and challenged as a driver. I think we've said enough about the sound today, but here it's taken to the extreme due to the intake position. Listen to it, it's beautiful. Then later there was a little autocross challenge in a Taycan with a memory game and bobby cars involved, which was definitely a lot of fun. And there was another big surprise. We are now going on a lap with the Formula E champion of 2024, Pascal Wehrlein. Full flat out here in the Turbo S. This will be exciting. Buckle up.
Okay, I'm gonna get ready to hold on to this.
Oh yeah, well I need to hold on. Oh! Holy You think it's faster than the GT3 RS?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, it is. Oh.
Oh, I love this.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love this.
The backseat is an experience.
I love this, bro. Oh, this is so fun. This is what I wanted to do.
How was that?
I will not spoil the experience. 2, 1. Just disappeared.
To sum up this fantastic day, I can only say one thing: visit racetracks. Whether you go there for sightseeing, attend a racing event, or even drive there yourself, you'll always have great memories to look back on the next time you're here in the sim or in a racing game. For example, every time I race virtually at Daytona, I think back to my visit there in 2019 and how impressive the banking was in real life. And the same thing will now happen with this event with Monza in the future. I hope you enjoyed this little excursion away from the simrig. We definitely want to get out more often in the future, like we did in this video when we visited Jadir. A real insider tip, now over 3 years old. See you next time.